What's going on, guys? It's your boy KG for Life here with another YouTube video that's probably gonna help out many of y'all. When I say help out many of y'all, is there's a thing going around that there's multiple teams going around for the Living Abyss. So the Living Abyss is one of the new bosses that just came out for Kingdom for the guild boss battles, right? The one thing that people don't understand about the Living Abyss is it's just like the 1330 boss. If you ever got into chapter 13/30, you're gonna fight him in the 1330 boss area. What I recommend though, and I'm gonna give you these teams of non-building type of built teams that I got set up here. I'm not 100%. I can tell you I'm not 100% there when it comes to these types of teams yet. So what you see is what you're gonna get is what people should already have built and not built. Okay. So we're gonna start off with the basic team that everybody's using because of Espresso. As you can see, my Espresso is only level 50, but my Espresso does have a level 10 candy set up on. We're using a semi summoner build ish type of build. Whatever. That's what we're doing. So we're running here with Crunchy Choco Chip. He's running 5 solid Searing Raspberry with 47% attack. The damage resist is up there. You name it, because he's gonna be targeted. When it comes to the Living Abyss is gonna eat him. So more damage resist, the better. We're running for Espresso. We're running 50.6% damage on 3.8% crit with 3.8% cooldown. This isn't something that you're gonna use. Definitely, you can easily move around whatever feels fit for you. You can do that with him. It's just Searing Raspberry works out the best. For our Oyster build, we're running 2 sweet chocolates, 3 solid almonds. My recommendation, and this is a recommendation I give to everybody, don't do this build. Right now, I'm only doing this build because it's the only one I have. The other build I would recommend you trying to get to 24.3% cooldown and some damage resist as much as you can get, but you're focusing on 24.3% cooldown. That's what you're focusing. So I would recommend getting that because the more damage out of your Oyster soldiers that you get, the better. So right now you're gonna see me sticking with the 2-3 build. 35% damage resist keeps her alive for a while, and 11.9% cooldown, which at least gives us 3 soldiers. Cotton, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I'm using my summoners build that I'm using from the arena set that I'm using right now. She's running 24% damage resist, 21% cooldown. I'd recommend if you have another slot open here, try to pull for 24.3% cooldown, or as much cooldown as you can get with a little bit of damage. So if you have toppings, you have everything that you need, try to focus on more cooldown than more damage. So that's what you can see there. Vampire, same build as my last video. If you haven't watched my last video, go back and watch that. You'll see exactly that this is the same build that I'm using off of that is what I'm using here. And that's a lot of attack, a lot of damage resist, and a lot of cooldown. Crit actually works too on him because you are using Oyster, so having crit with him and Oyster works out pretty well. Freaking treasures are going to be running the same way. We're running Seamstress, attack scroll, cooldown, pretty much the same, nothing's really changed. We're gonna go ahead and do our 1 battle that we have left, because we've already done 2 out of 3 battles. So we're gonna do our 1 battle we have left on him, so I can show you how much damage this one team is going to do. And I would tell you, I would recommend using this build more than using the other ones, for the sole fact that you have Espresso sitting there. Espresso is going to be able to do more damage to the boss than anybody else, somewhat combined. And if that's the case, you would want Espresso, because what's going to happen here is you see all these living blobs that are sitting right there at the bottom that are going close in. The damage that is set to them is the damage that's going to be reflected onto the living abyss. So I'd recommend you to try to get espresso as much as possible. I don't know why cotton's being targeted. I have never seen that before, actually. That's the first time I've seen that. Cotton being targeted. But, yeah. You normally would get through a boss fight. Look at the damage. The damage literally doesn't lie there. It's 11.39, 11 million. And the ones that are doing the most damage here is Oyster. Everybody's doing a mil plus. Everybody will always be doing a mil plus in this battle for this team, of course. But I recommend that you use this team first. This is one of the best teams that you want to use because of the damage output that you're getting from espresso. So we're gonna practice because there's another team that's going out there now. There's 3 teams in total that go with the Living Abyss boss, and this is the second team. I'm not gonna give you the third team because I don't even have them built yet for me to even matter too much about them, but we're not gonna put that team out there. The next team that we're gonna be using here is a pure summoners build, pure summoners team. That's literally all it is. So you're using Searing Raspberry, same build as the other team. Only thing that's different is Sorbet Shark is going to be running full solid almond with 38% damage resist with 4.4% cooldown and some crit to make sure that he stays alive longer to be able to take out the front line as much as possible. That's his job. We're using Pumpkin Pie with 46.4% damage resist and some crit, some attack speed works. The reason why we're using Pumpkin Pie in this setup here, instead of using like, you know, Vampire or some other ones, because Pumpkin Pie reduces the healing that you get, that the Living Abyss will get. So it reduces that healing for whatever cookie it's going to take. So if it takes Crunchy Choco Chip, the healing that Living Abyss is doing with Crunchy Choco Chip inside of him, it's gonna be halved. I think it's 75%. It's like 1 or 2. It's 70%. So it's 3 seconds. That 3 seconds matters a ton. So then we're gonna run the same 2-3 build on Oyster, and then the same build on her. So the only thing that's different is Pumpkin Pie and Sorbet. Sorbet running full solid almond with 38% damage resist, so he can stay alive longer, so he can be able to take out the front line as much as possible. Secondly would be the damage resist on her, and you know, anything else is a plus, but damage resist is your most important thing. Pumpkin Pie. So we're gonna do a practice build, same toppings, same treasures, so it shouldn't be too bad. And let's go ahead and do a practice run so you can see exactly what's going on here. You want to try to use Oyster as soon as possible, and you want to use Pumpkin Pie. The Oyster, Pumpkin Pie, and Cotton are your main 3 you want to pop off right away. And the only reason why is because you get that extra crit, and then you get that decreased damage resist for the first 3 seconds, the decreased healing for the first 3 seconds of the battle. Which means the healing that he's supposed to be doing off of Crunchy won't really help. Get that crit. This team is pretty much great for attrition, meaning the team is going to literally stay there for the whole entire 60 seconds of the battle. So the whole entire battle, they're gonna stay up, no matter how you see it. And you're still doing a million damage less. But the only reason why you're probably doing it is because Sorbet is not doing a lot of damage. Because the only reason why Sorbet is there is to take care of the front line. That's why Sorbet is there. Once Sorbet stays alive the longest, he's able to take out the front line without you having to. It's like clockwork as long as you keep it up. And Crunchy's always probably gonna be the first one to die, just off of the fact that you want him to die, just so he can do the most damage. Well, not the most damage out of the team, but you know, to get the most damage out of it. The third team, I'm not gonna get too much into. There's a lot of videos out there that shows the third team because I don't have them built, so I'm not gonna waste my time on that one. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So that is the video for today. I appreciate y'all coming around. I really do appreciate y'all liking, comments, share, subscribing, whatever. Do what you gotta do. Next video that's coming out for y'all, I recently bought an account. Decided to buy one. It has a lot of stuff, and we're gonna make a YouTube video about it. It's gonna be full, raw, unedited content for YouTube. Don't know how long it's gonna be. It's over 170,000 gems. So be on the lookout for that video after this one is posted. I'm probably gonna post it sometime later on tonight. Links are down below in the description. Join the Discord, get involved, come to Hollyberry server, join the guild, help us out. We got room for anybody and everybody. I appreciate y'all watching the video, and it's been your boy KG for life. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.